Vedic Broadcasting. वैदिक दर्शन ऋषि संस्कृति का।
Hello everyone. Today we are going to meet Miss Lakshmi, who has been working as the director with BSB, Bharatiya Shiksha Board, and she has worked in various capacity with different institutes, not only in India but abroad. She is now busy in developing content, so special content for all the classes, all the subjects up to class 12th. We are very fortunate that today we are going to talk to her about these books, the curriculum and the special features of Bharatiya Shiksha Board. How are they going to assimilate Bharatiya Shiksha and these textbooks? So ma'am, welcome. I am very warm welcome. She is a grace personalized. When you look at her, you feel such a graceful persons are very, very rare. And so I am very fortunate that I am going to talk to her. Ma'am, would you please tell us the overview of English textbooks especially that we are going to use for Bharatiya Shiksha Board?
Thank you, Neelamji. Thank you so much for the introduction. Let me tell you, I am the Director of Academics working for Bharatiya Shiksha Board. And I am mainly looking into the development of all the subjects, the development of the textbooks of all the subjects, right from you say pre-primary to grade 12.
Okay.
So in general, I'm going to talk about the English textbooks of grades 6 and 7 here today.
Okay.
So our textbooks, you know, they have a progressive approach. These are the middle stages. The children are coming from the preparatory to the middle stage. They are coming to grade 6. So there is a jump of curriculum. So how do we align our children and so that, you know, they don't face any problem when they come up to that level. So it's a very progressive approach that we have in our
They
textbooks.
are growing physically, emotionally,
socially. So it should not be a shock for them, you know, when they come up to the that particular grade.
Yes.
So progressive, I mean whatever they have learned in grade 5, there is a connection in grade 6, yet there is a level up in grade from grade 5 to grade 6, and then again in grade 7 there is another level up.
So it's like a chain. It's holding
like
hands
chain.
with the previous one and moving ahead to the next step.
Yet the curriculum is connected.
So very well conceptualized.
Very well conceptualized. Then when we talk about languages, we take into consideration the integration of LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Now the 4 skills. So now let me come to the point that our content is totally aligned with NEP 2020 and NCFSE 2023. NEP is National Education Policy and NCFSE is National Curriculum Framework for School Education. It is totally aligned. Our curricular goals that we have, that NEP and NCF suggest, aligned with the 21st century skills, the skill development for language learning children. If you see our learning outcomes, the textbooks, all the units they carry the learning outcomes.
That is really very good, because teachers now know what they are supposed to do, and learners know whether they have acquired those skills or not. This is a wonderful idea.
As per Bloom's taxonomy, the learning outcomes should be measurable.
For each value system. They have given very good learning outcome. And I have not seen learning outcomes given in any other textbook, though I have been teaching English for more than 40 years by now. So that is so unique and special.
Exactly, because normally teachers are expected to write the learning outcomes themselves, but we are giving it to the teachers so that the teachers are aware there is uniformity in
they
teaching.
Know whether they have met the
approach,
means our expectations or
their
not.
Expectations or not, and the students are aware what is expected from them after the completion of that particular unit. Therefore, the learning outcomes are given, and it is aligned with our NCFSE. Then we are coming to the skills, the communicative skills, the critical thinking skills, all the C's that we talk about: communication, collaboration, critical thinking,
creative
thinking. So these, as and when I speak to you, I go through the textbook, go through the pages of the textbook. I'll come to these points in detail. But in general, I'm talking about, then we have that development of their social, emotional and cognitive skills as well through various activities, through the content. And then we have, the interdisciplinary approach. Through, how English is connected to other subjects. If, suppose we are talking about a lesson, that lesson has got a historical background. A poem has got a historical background. So we go back to history to take that particular instance or incident, and then we connect it to the development of language of the particular child. So everything, it is, it's a wholesome, it's a holistic curriculum that we are talking about.
Wonderful.
And and not only that, we have inclusive education. If you see, our learning outcomes cater to the various learning stages of children. Our assessment policies cater to the various learning outcome of children, as well as the whatever worksheets we are providing to them.
Even while giving training to these teachers, I keep on telling them, after you complete the lesson, find out whether you meet all the learning outcomes or not. Then only you are successful, otherwise not.
Every child should be a learner. Every child, there should be no passive learning happening in a classroom.
What is important is whether they have received what you are giving or not.
Then only the lesson
then
comes.
Only is the learning. Otherwise, you have given your lesson and they have not received anything, then there's no use. That is wastage of their time.
Then the lesson falls flat. So, and to multilingualism is another concept that we have. So why we have kept this concept? Because NEP suggests that everybody, we should give respect to all our languages. Therefore, a child is, for example, there is an activity, there is a poem that we are teaching which is in English. So there is a particular theme in that poem. The children in the classroom are asked to go back to their parents and ask for a poem of a similar theme or a similar poet, maybe whose poem is translated, and come back and explain in the class or recite the poem in the class. So the entire family gets involved. Inclusiveness, the family, the father, mother, grandparents, they all get involved, and it's a very joyful learning experience.
They won't be making fun of the children who are using some other language. Now they know they should also learn this language. So when they go to those states or those places, they are
able to understand, catch a few words.
They are now richer.
They are now richer in their knowledge of the particular language. So all these are inculcated, plus environmental sensitivity. Our lessons are connected to the SDG goals. Every lesson is connected to the SDG goals that will give them awareness of to respect our environment, to preserve our environment, and the coexistence. Right. So that is also incorporated into our lessons. And the last thing is art integration, where they're not only art, their cultural and aesthetic development of their cultural and aesthetic senses, their skills are also developed. So it's a holistic,
very well explained, ma'am. Now let us know how this NEP is focusing a lot about our values, because we have now realized when we look at our children, we all are blaming them. We are accusing them like they don't have any manners, they don't have sanskars. So how is that taken good care of in our books, like through Indian knowledge system? How is that taken care of?
See, NEP suggests blending of Indian knowledge system, but uniqueness of our textbooks lies that in the fact that we are very serious about blending Indian knowledge system through our content. And how are we blending it? We are taking stories from the epics, from the scriptures, epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata, scriptures like the Vedas and Upanishads. Yeah, we are having certain portion of the syllabus taken from those texts. Plus, we are focusing on traditional science like yoga. Then we are having astronomy, mathematics, Ayurveda. So all these traditional science forms are incorporated into our lessons through various, either be it an activity, be it a lesson, a poem, or be it multilingualism through some way or the other. Then apart from that, Indian philosophy, it also has certain instances of Indian philosophy, and at the end it is juxtaposed with Indianness as well as global awareness. So it's not only Indian, but also we are having quite a number of lessons from British and American literature, and how well we blend our system with theirs,
rooted in our culture, but aspiring to
go abroad
and learn and do a lot of research work.
Exactly. And let me tell you, if I take one book, this is a grade 6 book. If you see the cover page, it's an Indian art. And the stories of Ram Setu is a mythological story that's there inside the book. And at the back, the description of Bhil art is given. So we take into account the tribal art, promoting their art and giving a description about it, that the student and the teachers and parents, they come to know what we exactly depict.
And nowadays, when our walls, not only of the schools or houses, even the roads, the bridges, the subways, they are all decorated with these arts. So the children who acquire these arts certainly will become better and prosperous citizens. And grade 7 book, again, they are named as per the constellations. Grade 6 Ardra, and this is Punarvasu. Plus, if you see this art, this is Cherial art, again taken from one of the lessons in the book, and it's a tribal art form, and the description is given at the back. Beautifully crafted in design.
Exactly. This is how we blend
color combinations, themes.
And if you see again, there are Indian the ancestors. They study about our ancestors, which gives again they have to know. They have to know that our ancestors, we had such great people who contributed so much to our traditional wisdom. So, and they should be aware of these ancestors.
Scientists and medical experts. Now, ma'am, these textbooks, they develop 4 core language skills. So how are they taken care of in the textbooks? Have we worked on all the 4 skills, or like normal textbooks, are we working only on the reading and writing?
No, if you see the textbooks, they are having, every unit has got all the 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing.
Is there some content given for listening also, ma'am?
Yes. There is a content given for listening also. There is a barcode. You scan the barcode and you get the recording, audio
that is
inputs.
Where we have used 21st century skills.
Exactly. Audio input is given.
Children who are good at using mobile and all those, so they'll be benefited.
Exactly. So we have integrated technology also. Again, another mandate by NEP 2020 that technology should be integrated. They do a lot of research work as well. So we have got the listening skills through audio inputs and comprehension text. We have got the speaking skills. Each and every unit will have either speeches or debates or certain topics where children can converse with each other, be it with and which is related to real life experiences, right? And then if you come to listening, speaking, reading. Reading is through the comprehension text to there is a guided reading. And writing, of course, we have many writing skill activities which caters to development of their development to the writing of letters, short notices, then speeches, articles, reports.
So all the skills
So
are
all
taken
the
good
skills
care
are
of.
taken care of. This builds their communicative skills, which is again.
And now children will be very happy that they can use their mobile and use the barcode, and their parents won't blame them, or
Yeah.
they'll not take away the mobiles
Exactly.
from them.
Yeah,
So now they'll say, no, we are reading the books.
Exactly.
So that is a very good idea.
Right.
That we think about their skill also, because using mobile, exploring things is also a modern
of course,
skill.
research
that
work.
Has,
Yes, research
that has
work
to
is
be taken
mandatory,
good care
of course.
I see a special section on phonics. So would you tell our audience about phonics, and how has that been catered to?
See, we also deal with functional English. Functional English, which is grammar which is contextualized grammar, and phonics. Phonics is actually the relation between sound and letters to improve on their vocabulary, to improve on their pronunciation, accent, reading, so they become independent readers, Therefore, we have introduced a section on phonics so that the children know how to pronounce a word properly and therefore develop their speaking skills in a better correct pronunciation.
Phonetics.
With phonics, yeah.
From phonics they'll go to phoneme,
Yeah.
and by the time they go to class 9th and 10th, they'll come somewhere closer to phonetics,
Yes.
so that they can pronounce confidently in
yes.
front of anyone in the global
because
village.
after all, they will be out of school, they'll be facing the world, they'll be facing
Yes.
interviews, they'll be writing essays, so they should be confident communicators.
And especially most of the teachers who are educated in state or rural areas, their pronunciation might not be that
Up to
accurate.
the mark, but
so
then
through this they'll also have correct pronunciation.
Exactly.
The learners will know how to pronounce the word correctly, especially
Absolutely.
English is not spoken the way it is written.
Right.
So it is very much required that we should give them some idea about phonics, so they develop love for that.
Exactly.
So that is very well taken care of.
Right.
Now finally I would like to ask you, what is so unique about BSB textbooks, the content that has been used, and the skill and competencies that had been taken care of? What is so unique?
Our textbooks are unique in various ways. Like IKS blend is very seriously taken care of.
Yes.
Secondly, if you see the textbooks, it is rooted in Bharatiya ethos.
Ethos, yes.
Yet that global perspective is not lost. So there's a juxtaposition of Bharatiya and global awareness, plus value-based learning and competency-based education. The modern approach rooted with traditional wisdom. So this is very uniquely dealt with and blended through our curriculum.
You have worked very hard on bringing all those facts, all those principles, all those values together in these textbooks.
Of course. And at the end, I would like to say that it is not English language that we are teaching. We are teaching English not to make the child become Westerners, but remain rooted, not English culture.
They should
that
know
we are
the
giving,
language
but
and not the culture.
Not the culture.
They should not
know
forget their own culture.
They should not forget their own culture, yet they will be very confident communicators in the language.
So English is going to be only a vehicle to reach our destination.
Absolutely.
We acquire their research work, we acquire the knowledge about them, and then we work and find out more about our culture and education. Ma'am, out of all the books, which is your though every book is the same for you, but any chapter, any book that is very favorite of yours?
See, it is very difficult for me to say
Yes,
because
I can understand.
we sit together to brainstorm. But if you talk about my favorite books, I'll say that the art, the illustrations, and the choice of content.
Content, yes, that is very unique.
It takes so many months of toil.
Even Tenali Rama is there, Akbar Birbal are there, then the stories.
Exactly. So it is
Panchatantra are there, all those stories.
Exactly.
Which are children's favorite.
Children's favorite. And with our mentor, our chairman, sir, we are able to develop this content. So special thanks to him.
We are very fortunate that means rather our children are very fortunate that they are born up in a time when we realize Indian culture should be promoted now.
Exactly.
This was the right time because, you know, our children were becoming foreigners, rather more than foreigners.
Right.
So it is right time that we bring back to our culture.
Yeah.
And so well thought of about these books.
Thank you.
And we are also very fortunate that you were, or this Bharatiya Shiksha Board was there to take care of all those problems which were being created in the society. The vices that were being nurtured in our society will be taken good care of by
Thank you so
bringing
much.
out these books.
It is our vision to
Any
take
mantra,
care. Yeah.
anything that you want our teachers to know about teaching English, teaching these textbooks, anything that you think is very important for our teachers to know.
It is important for our teachers to understand the fact that they are dealing with global citizens.
Yes.
And being English teachers, it should be, a very interactive, it should be an interactive classroom.
Yes.
And it should be a classroom where students are very actively involved in communicating with each other. So this is our,
Yes.
you know,
So not only content, but
Yeah.
the competencies are
should
to
be
be
taken
developed,
care of.
and that
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
to make effort
lot
to
of
see, yes,
lot of
they
talk.
evolve. They evolve
They
as
evolve.
a global citizen.
Yeah, exactly. They evolve
Yes.
as global
Yes.
citizens.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Lakshmi ji, so nice of you to tell us so many things in detail. Thank you so much.